Hey guys, Scott and Nate from Play Your Court. Today we're going to show you how to push away on the forehand for more power.
All right guys, so today we're talking about the unit turn, specifically the non-dominant arm, and getting the racket into the proper position in order to create power. And this is really important because this is the difference of having more of an intermediate forehand and then taking it up to an advanced forehand where you're able to really dominate the court with a weapon. And the cool thing is you're gonna find this stuff at our website. If you wanna know exactly what instruction is tailor-made for your instruction, that's exactly what we do at Play Your Court. Plus we link you with players of the same skill level in your area.
That's right, guys. We talk about this rating system a lot. When you jump in the community, it'll make a lot more sense. So make sure you click the button and check that out. Today, we're talking about pushing away on the forehand. And really the idea is pretty simple, right? It's just that most players that we coach at the rec level have heard and focused so much on this big shoulder turn that they're actually holding on to their racket too long and they're actually turning too much, right? Like coaches focus so much on this big shoulder turn that sometimes we actually overturn and then everything else is late, everything coming through, all kinds of new problems arise because we're just behind schedule with our forehand here.
So what we're gonna talk about is feeling, because as Scott said, the issue is it's not enough turn, right? It kind of goes old school, or there's an over rotation. So this pushing is exactly what it sounds like. When we set up to hit our forehand, I want to push my arms out to the side. All right, and you can feel that. That's a very natural movement. So it's something that you can remember to do, as opposed to when do I take my hand off? Did my hand stay on for too long? Did it come off too early? I'm just gonna push to the side, and that's gonna give me the exact spacing that I need. So first up, we're gonna show you kind of the wrong way, the issues that you might be having that's giving you that intermediate forehand. And then we'll talk about how to get to that advanced forehand by pushing and getting the racket out to the side. In this first forehand, what you're gonna see is Scott's non-dominant hand, his left arm just staying with the racket entirely too long. Typically, we're looking for that racket to separate somewhere between the 2 and 3 o'clock mark. If you imagine a clock with Scott in the middle of the clock, his hands would come over towards the 3 o'clock section. Now with the hands going back too far, you can see routinely he's late. He's not allowing his racket to drop and start getting into the lag early enough to get to contact, giving him optimal pace and control on the forehand. All right, in this variation, what we're seeing is Scott's racket is going back early, but the hand is not going with it at all. This is a bit of kind of an old school method. We've talked about this quite a bit. And the problem here is that it doesn't create any kind of unit turn. He's not getting his shoulders turn. So although manageable, losing a ton of power, spin, the RPMs that he would like with getting the shoulders turned correctly. In this demo, what you're seeing is Scott is doing it correctly, where he's pushing away, getting this mental cue to get his non-dominant arm and his hitting arm off to the side of his body and naturally finding the left arm at about 3 o'clock on the face of a clock, if you can imagine it. So by putting his arms out to the side, by pretending he's pushing out to the side, he's loading the racket nice and early, getting a good early unit turn and enabling his racket to get through the lag, to get through the racket drop, and really get good contact out in front.
All right, guys, so as you can see in example 1 there, I'm over rotating, I'm just running out of time. Example 2 with the T formation, I'm just not getting enough rotation, no power. In example 3.
The third one, that's your normal forehand, average at best.
That's rude.
But definitely you're getting the coil, right? Yeah. And it's so much easier to immediately get set into this position as Scott was doing. And from here, as he finds his feet to load, we know energy comes from the ground up. At that point, he's free to allow that racket to drop and find contact plenty out in front. And that is where power is coming from. And that is what's so important. It's a coil combined with energy being loaded through the legs, but the contact has to be well out in front. If you're jammed, right, you're going to lose your power no matter how much force you're leveraging from the ground.
For sure. Guys, hopefully this helps with your forehand. Definitely want to generate a little more power, a little more control. This is the solution. As always, Nate and I just want to help you improve your tennis game, which is why we joined the Play Your Court community. Make sure you click the link above and check it out. We'll see you guys soon.
See you guys.
Haha, sorry.
Rude.
Apparently that works.
Yeah.